Hello, my dear students. Today in this session, we are going to discuss a very important topic in class 10 history, the rise of nationalism in Europe. This is the first chapter. And the topic is the strange case of Britain. My dear students, Great Britain emerged as a nation state in 1801. It was not a sudden upheaval, it was not a sudden revolution, it was not a sudden movement. It was a long drawn process followed by England. It was a very long drawn mission fixed by England. It was a mission initiated by England. How did it become possible? Let's discuss. But before that, I must tell you that there were four ethnic identities: England, Wales, Scotland and Ireland. ये चार अलग अलग आइडेंटिटीज थे, ये चार अलग अलग इथनिक ग्रुप्स थे, बट ये चारों एक साथ मिलकर के एक नेशन स्टेट बने 1801 में और नाम पड़ा द यूनाइटेड किंगडम ऑफ ग्रेट ब्रिटेन। ये चारों अलग अलग नेशन स्टेट बन सकते थे, लेकिन नहीं बने, चारों एक हो गए। मतलब ये हुआ कि चार छोटे छोटे जो नेशन स्टेट बन सकते थे मिलकर के एक नेशन स्टेट बने। यही स्ट्रेंज केस है ब्रिटेन का। दिस इज द स्ट्रेंज केस ऑफ ब्रिटेन, वेयर four small countries got together to become one nation. Okay, you can say it was a nation of nation states, or it was a nation state of nation states. But how did it start? I would like to take you back to 1688. मैं आप लोगों को इसको अच्छी तरह से समझने के लिए 1688 ले चलना चाहूंगा। In 1688, जेम्स सेकंड was the king. और जेम्स सेकंड ऐसे राजा थे जिनको प्रजा पसंद नहीं करती थी। He was disliked by people. And people had a plan to protest him. इसलिए ऐसा हुआ 1688 में जेम्स सेकंड के अगेंस्ट में एक साइलेंट अपहीवल हुआ जिसको वो समझ गया, और जेम्स सेकंड ने 1688 में ही इस अपहीवल के साथ या इस अपहीवल के रिजल्ट के रूप में गद्दी छोड़ दी। ही एब्डिकेटेड। व्हेन ही एब्डिकेटेड, then who became the crown? Who got the crown? The crown was given to his second daughter, Mary II, and her husband, William III of Orange. But one more change was there. These two, as crown, were given no power. All legislative, executive and judicial powers were separated. When James II was the king, all powers were in his hand because it was monarchy. But now the parliamentary system of government started in England as the Revolution of 1688. It is also famous as the Bloodless Revolution or the Glorious Revolution. You know why? Because without even a single drop of blood shed, this revolution became successful. James II abdicated. Parliamentary system got established. The people in the kingdom who appreciated, who advocated, who encouraged, who motivated parliamentary system and democratic system got stronger, got united. And moreover, Robert Walpole became the prime minister. So parliament was there to legislate, कानून बनाने के लिए. Walpole and his ministers were there to execute, लागू करने के लिए. Of course, judiciary was a separate body now in that kingdom. So from here, what we observe, what we analyze, that the supremacy of England was established gradually on other three ethnic identities: Wales, Scotland and Ireland. And as a result, the United Kingdom of Great Britain was formed. Okay, so after the revolution of 1688, the first to be with England, the first to be incorporated in England was Wales. So England and Wales together. Now the turn was of Scotland. Now England and Wales started suppressing the ethnicity of the ethnic identity of Scotland. The Gaelic language of Scotland was suppressed. It was spoken by the Scottish Highlanders, and the costumes which were their identities, that was also disallowed now. And then another thing also happened. The social, political, economic, all activities of the Scottish people were gradually suppressed by England and Wales. As a result, in 1707, Act of Union was signed. By putting signature on the Act of Union in 1707, Scotland, England and Wales became a nation state, okay, and the name was the United Kingdom of Great Britain. But one more step was there to be taken, and that was regarding Ireland. Ireland had a different situation also. You can say like that. In Ireland, the majority of population followed, Catholic sect of Christianity, and minority of population followed Protestant sect of Christianity. There was a conflict between the Catholics and the Protestants. England and Wales and Scotland, they supported the Protestants. In 1801, an agreement was signed, and as a result of that agreement or pact, you can say, Ireland was incorporated. I repeat, Ireland was incorporated in the United Kingdom of Great Britain. 1801. Wolfe Tone was an Irish person who had started one movement for the Irish people, but that was also suppressed by England, Wales and Scotland. Okay, so we come to the point again, that is 1801. In 1801, with incorporating Ireland into the United Kingdom of Great Britain, the job was completed. The mission was completed. The objective was fulfilled. And the objective was what? The objective was the strange case of England, the strange case of Britain, the strange case of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Three symbols were decided: the national flag, the national anthem, and the national language. And that is what? National flag, the Union Jack. You must remember these three things: national flag, the Union Jack; national anthem, God Save Our Noble King; and the national language, you can say, English. And that completed the objective of making of the United Kingdom of Great Britain as a nation state. I hope all of you have understood this topic well, and a frequently asked question from this topic is explain or describe the emergence of Britain as a nation state. Another way also it is asked as describe the strange case of Britain as a nation state. These are the two ways a question is asked from this topic in CBSE board examination. I hope all children have understood. Thank you very much. Please do take care of your studies. Thank you.